Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for yet another video. I do appreciate that, and as always, I appreciate you. So, I'm over here at weather.com, and I got come across this article. It says tropical depression Selma is the first northeastern Pacific named storm on record to make landfall in El Salvador. Now, I put up a video earlier that briefly touched on some of the damage and whatnot um, this storm has done, but I wanted to get a little bit more in depth with it. So it says Selma has made a rare landfall in El Salvador. It says tropical storm warnings are in effect for the entire coast of El Salvador, and a tropical storm watch has been issued for the Pacific coast of Guatemala. It says heavy rainfall could cause life-threatening flash floods and mudslides this weekend into early next week. So, as we know from earlier in the video I put up, there has already been 5 deaths reported throughout this area, and there has been flooding and mudslides, but it's supposed to continue into early next week as well. But it says tropical depression Selma is expected to produce torrential rainfall, and as we talked about also earlier, it's already dumped up to 12 inches of rain in some areas in just 24 hours, and flash flooding through Sunday. Now, Selma has made landfall as a tropical storm in El Salvador Saturday morning, after developing in a rare location Friday morning. It says that this is actually the first landfall in El Salvador from a northeastern Pacific named storm on record. El Salvador has been impacted by tropical cyclones before, but none have made landfall from the northeastern Pacific side, according to the Philip Klotzbach, tropical scientist at Colorado State University. He says that here's the latest from the National Hurricane Center. Okay, so currently, now this report I think is just from about an hour or so ago, so it's pretty up to date. That's why I wanted to share. It says tropical depression Selma is located about 45 miles east of San Salvador, El Salvador, and has maximum sustained winds of 35 miles an hour. So not a very powerful storm as far as winds. It's more, the rain that it's producing and dumping in this area, and the flash flooding it's causing, and the landslides and mudslides that it's causing. The Selma is currently moving to the northeast at about 8 miles an hour, so not a very fast moving storm really, which isn't really good news. So, because even though it's probably going to weaken as it continues to make landfall, it's not moving very fast. So it's going to kind of sit there and then dump all this rain. It says heavy rainfall in El Salvador and southern Guatemala is the main concern from this system. It says that the most notable thing about Selma is that it's developed in an unusual location in the Eastern Pacific. The National Hurricane Center noted in its discussion Friday morning that Selma is only the second tropical storm to form east of longitude 90 west on record that did not come from the Atlantic Basin tropical cyclone. Now, it says the other tropical system that formed as far east, not including tropical cyclones that originated in the Atlantic and reformed in the eastern Pacific, is Tropical Storm Alma back in 2008. It said Alma made landfall southwest of Leon, Nicaragua, and produced almost 15 inches of rain in some areas and almost 12 inches in others. Now here's the latest forecast. It says tropical depression Selma is expected to continue northeastward Saturday. The good news is that Selma is a small system and is expected to quickly weaken and dissipate over Central America by Saturday night. So it's going to weaken and dissipate, but at the same time, it's still going to dump mass amounts of rain. As I talked about earlier, it's already produced at least 12 inches of rain in some areas in just 24 hours. So again, I just wanted to get a more in-depth update on Selma. If any more updates come along, I'll be sure to share those with you. But thanks for supporting the channel and watching these videos. The channel is growing slowly every day, and that's because of you. So be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. I hope you have a great day. Peace.